Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. Today we are going to go over the best DPS classes and the new raid for patch 9.2, the last raid in Shadowlands. Now, this is the first day. This is the data from the first day, and things will change as we go along through the weeks and the months. But I wanted to give you guys the first. I love looking at this stuff personally, so I wanted to show you guys anyway. We're going to go through every boss. Now, what we're looking at is we're looking at the 80th percentile. I feel that's a pretty good percentile. If you look at, 10% and you look at 100%, obviously things are going to change. But I feel 80% is a good viewpoint. So this is on heroic. All the bosses might not be featured here because, as you can see, bosses will only be included once they have, 50 kills. So if they don't have 50 kills yet, for people who were publicly logging, because there are people who don't publicly log. So that's why things will change in the future because, especially for like world first races and stuff, some people like to be really like secretive and, they don't want to give anything out, get anything up, even though a lot of the streamers are streaming and things like that. But maybe they don't want to, show some things and, they're doing some weird comps and stuff for split runs. But that said, let's get into it. Let's have some fun and let's enjoy some of the graphs here. So overall, we have Outlaw Rogue. Outlaw Rogue, when I look at this, I see a lot of melee. That's what I see. A lot of melee classes in the front. But, I love seeing the rogue at top. It's kind of cool. I'm not a rogue player. I'm playing a demon hunter, an elemental shaman, and a resto druid, and partially balance. So it's it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting to see balance all the way on the bottom on the first day. But let's go ahead and let's just go in order. Alright, so the first boss, as you guys can see, and I believe the raid doesn't, you can actually go in different paths, so I'm just going to say first, second, third, it's not exactly that way, but we're just going to go that way. So, we have Fury Warrior, Outlaw Rogue, Arms Warrior, Beast Mastery Hunter, Arcane Mage, so those are the top ones there, and we're going to kind of go through this fast, so it's not a super long video. Second boss, Feral Druid. Feral Druid at top, beating Outlaw Rogue. That's pretty surprising there. Looks like Feral Druid, I don't have the data on screen, but it looks like the max DPS was 10k. So for Parse's 88% for the number one Feral Druid on that fight at the moment. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, let's go to the next one. Third one, Outlaw Rogue again. Outlaw Rogue, Mistweaver Monk, Sub Rogue. A lot of melee. There we go. Affliction Warlock on this one. I'm not sure if you got some ads on this fight or not. I have not done the raid yet. I love looking at this. I love looking at these graphs. This is something that I enjoy doing. But check it out. Affliction Warlock on the prototype fight. There's got to be some ads or something going on there. Sub Rogue again. Shadow Priest. Okay, we got Shadow Priest up there. Feral Druid up there. Fire Mage. Assassination Rogue. Let's go to the next fight. Sub Rogue King. As we can see in these graphs, they're getting a little bit smaller. Now, why are they getting smaller? Some of these fights have not had, I believe it's 50 public, 50 fights defeated with public logs. So if one guy does it, they're not going to put it in, right? They need 50 kills, and they kind of tally it up. And if certain classes aren't in it, they're not going to be featured in the graph. And that is the reason why these graphs will change in the future. But it's still fun to see it on day one, to see what people are bringing and what they're doing with things. All right, the next one. Ooh, a lot of people have killed this one. So, Frost Mage beating out Windwalker Monk, Outlaw Rogue still up there, Sub Rogue, and both Warriors. So, it looks like Rogue and Warrior are doing really, really well. Anduin, okay, no data for that. And then I don't think the next bosses are out, right? So there shouldn't be any data for those. So back to overall. Alright, so that's pretty fun to look at. Day one, there's the best DPSs for the new raid. It, like I said, it really looks like melee classes are doing very, very well. So that's something to think about. But as you guys can see, Affliction Warlock kind of on the bottom, right? But there was that one fight where Affliction Warlock was just king, and, you know, that's why I think looking at every boss and doing this stuff is really fun to do. I love, there's so much to look into. You know, you can go for hours looking into different specs and, you know, even different people on when they're popping cooldowns, and it's so fun to look at. But I hope this video helped some of you guys out. Hopefully you guys were entertained by it. Man, maybe I'll level up my rogue a little bit. You know, the rogues are doing really well right now. But that said, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and like always, I'll talk with you guys again soon.